We're with ROYCE GRACIE at CHILCUTT'S Premier Martial Arts, single biggest influence on ground fighting and martial arts history, the godfather of MMA. How does it make you feel to hear that about yourself?
Human?
How often are you traveling? You just spoke to me about traveling. How often are you traveling with your
About
sport?
7 months of the year. This year, normally 6 months. This year, it's 7 months of the year.
And how are you keeping yourself in shape, food-wise, exercise-wise, just for yourself?
I follow the Gracie diet. So this year I push a little bit more. It's been 7 months, 5 months home, not straight. Go for a couple weeks, home for a week. Go for a couple weeks, home for a week. So I just, how do I keep myself in shape? I run, I lift, I train, I eat healthy, follow the Gracie diet.
You stated at a press conference that the return to the UFC Brazil touched you and made you feel like going back into the octagon, and everything was being negotiated with Dana White. Are you still feeling like getting in the octagon?
Well, they know who I want to fight. They know that I'm willing to it. I'm just waiting. So if it comes, good. If it doesn't, been there, done that. It's all good. I'm training some new generations, some of the new guys. Let them fight. Let them represent.
And are you wanting to fight Matt Hughes again?
That's the only one that's missing. If it's not him, not interested.
A lot of UFC fighters have taken to the movie scene. Do you see yourself on the silver screen?
As a good guy or bad guy?
Either or.
Yeah.
And would you like to work with one of your guys you've trained, Chuck Norris, Jim Carrey, or Nicolas Cage?
Yes. It's I'm open for that.
I'd like to see. What is next for you?
Movies?
Do you have anything lined
I
up?
didn't think about that, but since you mentioned, now I'm gonna follow that. I'm gonna search that one.
I think you'll do great. I really do.
Since you mentioned that.
And I have a few Facebook requests that people would like to ask you, and one of them was training with you tonight. How do you feel when you see a lot of people training under you as you travel?
I'm just a product of my father's work. So I'm just continue his legacy.
And what's for the future of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu?
Man, only time will tell. We conquered the world already.
And Gracie Jiu-Jitsu will undoubtedly last for a very far into our future. And as it passes down and evolves, what is the fundamental principle of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu that you would like to endure?
That technique will overcome power, strength. That's what my father taught us.
And do you see yourself getting off the road and opening up your own academy at some point in time?
Yeah, someday. So I like to travel. I don't mind traveling.
And then I have a personal question for you. You wear a blue belt, and you are a black belt your father gave to you when you were 17. Why do you wear a blue belt?
Because he went back to blue belt. So since he passed away, there's nobody else going to promote me. I don't want to get promoted anymore. So I put in a belt like his. From the beginning of Jiu-Jitsu, the history, it was white belt, like a lighter blue belt, and a navy blue belt for the instructors. They create the federation in about 1965 to 70. 1970, they created the Jiu-Jitsu Federation, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation, and then they create all the ranking. So my father was awarded the red belt, but after a while, people getting black belts and they don't know the self-defense program. It's kind of like Bob Sapp walking into a karate school, knock out all the instructors. That means he's a black belt in karate? No, he's just a beast of nature that can fight. So because he knocks out the black belts in karate, it doesn't make him a black belt in karate. Because he doesn't know the katas, he doesn't know the system. So a lot of people don't know the system, and they start to get promoted to black belts and red belts. And my father, in protest, went back to blue belt before he passed away, a few years before he passed away. So I'm not thinking about getting promoted anymore. Put his signature on it.
The moment I waited for, I can't be broken.
We're here with Chad Chilcutt and ROYCE Gracie. We had a seminar tonight on ROYCE Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu. This is Chad's studio. Chad was promoted this weekend to a black belt.
Yeah, I've been with him for like 14 years and started training. And back when we first started training, it was just seminars. And so, how do you get involved, ROYCE? And it was like, call the academy and see what you can do. Come out and train at the academy and started seminars, and that's how we began. We had just a bunch of guys. We were training real hard. And one thing led to another, and then I found something I actually had a passion for. And it became like not just inspiration, but kind of like a big brother to me, and guided me. And then it's like, and go through the ranks, and nothing was given, everything was earned. And you have to be patient, and that's what it's about. So integrity and
14 years later,
loyalty,
all over the world, through Japan, and
perseverance, and demos and fights, and we've got some young talent coming through, amateurs that are doing very well that I'm proud of, and just keep moving forward. It's an honor to be one of his black belts.
Do you have any words of advice for any new up-and-coming MMA fighters or people looking to get into the sport?
train. Get up and train. There's a lot of talented people out there. There's a lot of tough guys out there, but without the discipline to get up and train, you're not gonna last long.
Anything you would like to add?
Follow me on Twitter at RealROYCE. My fan page is over there too. The picture with the big Akibono and I.
Follow me on Facebook.